So I've been thinking about something lately. The sheer amount of self-help content that is available right now. You got videos, books, podcasts, and it's all really aimed at people who are just trying to get their lives together. And I know that because I was deep into that space for the longest time. Not casually, mind you. I mean, I was actively consuming it every day. The red pill content, the self-improvement channels, the level up your life videos. And at first, I genuinely thought it was helping me. It felt like I had finally found some kind of structure, some kind of direction. And for a while, that feeling is addictive because it gives you momentum without requiring too much depth, if that makes sense. So you are improving by learning how to improve. But the longer that I stayed in that world, the more I actually started to notice something a little uncomfortable. I wasn't actually becoming anything, not in a meaningful way at least. I had more ideas and more opinions, but my actual life, I still felt the same struggles, the same tensions. And I eventually had to ask myself a little bit of an uncomfortable question. What if this space, self-help I mean, has a limit that no one really talks about? Because when you strip everything down, most of this content is focused on one thing: you, your success, your discipline, your confidence, your productivity, your outcomes. And that sounds reasonable, perhaps even responsible, but there's a hidden assumption underneath all of it. That is, if you just improve yourself enough, everything else will fall into place. But I don't think that's actually true, or at the very least, it doesn't hold the weight that people expect it to, because there's a difference between improving your life and building your life upon something that is stable. And most self-help content only deals with the first. You can clearly see this in a certain type of this section of the internet. The men's self-improvement space. Channels and personalities that focus on status, discipline, money, attractiveness. You know that type. They're not always saying the same things, but the underlying message is similar. Become the highest value version of yourself. And again, there are parts of that that aren't wrong. Discipline matters, responsibility matters, confidence matters. But the problem is what those things are being aimed at. Because when the goal becomes maximize yourself, you eventually run into a little bit of a contradiction. You become hyper-focused on yourself in the name of something insecure about yourself. But that loop never truly ends. It just becomes more refined, more optimized. And you see variations of this in different creators, whether it's the more polished lifestyle content like Aaron Marino or Jose Zuniga, or more extreme versions in internet personalities like Andrew Tate. Different tones, but often the same foundation. The self is the final goal. Yeah, and then you have the other side of self-help. Books like The Subtle Art of Not Giving a I honestly haven't read all the way through this, so yeah. These tend to be a bit more grounded and reflective, talking about choosing your values and accepting your limitations. And that's actually really helpful on a certain level. But even here, the focus still tends to stay internal, still centered on managing your mindset, managing your reactions, managing your expectations. And again, that's not useless, but it still raises the same question. What is all of this for? Because you can become extremely good at managing your internal world, but still not have anything solid to stand on outside of it. And I think that's why a lot of people, including myself, kind of hit a wall with this type of content. You can do everything right. You can wake up early. You can hit the gym every day. You can make sure your diet is on point, all of that stuff, but you'll still feel like something isn't there. Yeah, it's not necessarily sadness, it's more like a lack of proper direction. And the reason is simple. Self-improvement can make you more effective, but it doesn't automatically add meaning to your life, because effectiveness is not the same thing as purpose. Yeah, for me, that realization kind of changed how I looked at pretty much everything that I do. I had to step back and really ask myself, what is the type of person that I'm trying to become, and why? Yeah, sure, I want to be more successful and more disciplined, but what exactly for? And I realized that a better version of myself wasn't really enough of an answer. It felt like chasing a moving target that never actually explained itself. So I started thinking less in terms of self-optimization and more in terms of finding that actual direction. Because I still believe in growth and responsibility and discipline and being a better person than I was yesterday. But I think the difference is orientation. What you're aiming at changes everything. So for me, I don't want to be just better in a general sense. I want to be a better man for something beyond myself. I want to be someone who can show up for other people, a good husband one day, a good father, someone who is steady, reliable, and present. Yet someone who isn't just functioning well internally, someone who actually shows up and contributes to something stable on an external level. And that just kind of reframes everything, because now discipline isn't about self-image, it's preparation. Growth isn't dominance. It's all about responsibility for the future. And I don't think this has to look the exact same for everyone. For some people, it might be family. For others, it might be community. For others, it might be faith. Or simply the desire to live a life that isn't just about personal optimization, but about actual contribution to something outside of yourself. The specifics can differ, but the direction matters, because without it, self-improvement just becomes an endless loop of refinement with no destination. So no, I don't think that self-improvement itself is wrong, because it can help you build solid systems for your life, but it doesn't actually help you figure out what you're trying to build all of these systems around. And that, in my opinion, is the biggest question of them all. You will spend years trying to improve yourself and still not end up anywhere that actually feels like it was worth the effort. Please don't ask me how I know that. Just please. Anyways, this is just something that has been on my mind for a little while. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and also make sure you hit the like button and subscribe while you're at it. That would be greatly appreciated. Pretty please. Thank you. And with that, I will catch you all later. God bless.